Hi, and welcome to the Woodcock Road Brewery's quick tip. Today's quick tip is when you have finished your brewing, put in your yeast, then draw off about half a litre or so of the wort which has yeast in it, put it up on your magnetic stirrer and run it through. It's what we call a fast ferment test. Point one, it will tell you where your beer will finish, which is potentially something that will save you a lot of worry if you have a fermentation that's stuck or stopped or stalled or whatever. You know where it's going to end up, and that's always a huge relief to know that, yeah, this is going to end up where it's supposed to. And for the technical brewer, it's also a very, very good way to see that you've actually mashed and the mash has proceeded as exactly as you wanted to it, or how sweet do you want it, how dry do you want it, so on. The added benefit to doing a small fast ferment test, which I've done with the bitter that I've got going here, it's bubbling quite nicely now. I've got the tilt monitoring that's integrated with the Brewfather program, so I really like that. I can do all my brewing notes, I've got my recipes, and I can see all the graphics from Tilt on the same program, and I can access that because it's a web-based thing. I can access that from my phone, from my laptop, or Mac, whatever, and from work, which I shouldn't be doing, and I really enjoy that. But the added benefit to doing a fast ferment test is actually in the fridge behind me here, and I'm going to whip that out because that's now chilling down. And this is actually my fast ferment test, and if you see on the bottom of that, a bit of sunshine going on here, there's yeast. And that will be just about enough yeast to make another starter. And yeah, the whole novelty of that is that I can reuse the yeast at least a few times, 5 or 6 times before I say, okay, this has worked, it's going into retirement. But knowing what yeast costs, and particularly here in Norway where everything's very expensive, then that's a massive benefit to be able to reuse yeast. So today's tip is run a fast ferment test. The big commercial breweries do it because they want to maintain control and want to know what they're delivering out, and I do the same both for peace of mind, quite a bit because I want to know. I could actually plot that in and into Brewfather, and it would tell me, okay, how far have I progressed. I could look at that every now and then, and if you have a step temperature regime for your fermentation, you could get that pretty spot on. But you need that final point to know where is it going to end up, and it actually solves a lot of issues with the added benefit that you get yeast out the other end. So for today's quick tip, that would be it. And tune back later, and hopefully I'll come up with more quick tips that could help you out. Thanks for watching, subscribe and all that stuff, and I will, hopefully you found this informative, and I'll see you later.